there are a total of 7 articles of impeachment. Sa mga viewers po natin, yung articles of impeachment, ito po yung formal accusations against the Vice President. So dun sa 7, kinukonsulto ba kayo sa lahat ng iyon or meron specific articles that you're being consulted on?
I think pag pinag-uusapan ng articles of impeachment, mas madaling maintindihan. Kasi parang pag sinabi mong impeachment, di na naintindihan ng tao, no? Pag sinabi mong krimen, mas maintindihan ng tao, no? Or violations of law, mas maintindihan ng tao yun, no? So, yung mga articles of impeachment, simple lang yan. It's violation of our fundamental law, which is the Constitution. And Vice President Sara, being a lawyer, and not only is she the highest elected the highest elected lawyer of this country, she has 2 oaths. She has 2 oaths of office. Her oath of office as a public official, but over and above that, her oath of office as a lawyer. Klarong-klaro, your oath of office as a lawyer. Meron tayong tinatawag na Code of Professional Responsibility, and very recently, nitong May 2023, no, dinagdag ang accountability. So we now have a Code of Professional Responsibility and Accountability. Alam mo kung bakit alam na namin na lawyers yan? Kasi mandatory yan sa amin, Christian. No? We are required to undergo compulsory continuing legal education. Yan. Lahat ng lawyers, at kung hindi ka kumuha ng legal education na yun, hindi ka pa pwedeng pumirma ng mga pleadings, hindi ka pwedeng mag-practice as a lawyer. And in fact, the reason talagang nagtataka ako kung bakit hindi maintindihan ng ating Vice Presidente yung kanyang obligations as a public officer and over and above that, as a lawyer. Klarong-klaro yan sa canons natin. Okay, so pag-usapan natin yung articles of impeachment. Ikaw ba kung nag-threaten ka, Article 1, no? Kung ikaw
Article 1.
Article 1 is threatening. Alam naman ng lahat yan, ano? She holed up for 2 nights in the office of her brother in the House of Congress because her chief of staff, Zulueta Lopez, was in the detention facility. So, siguro sa galit niya, no? Because I don't know kung bakit pinag-uusapan si Zulueta, lagi siyang galit, no? Because when she was in the house, hindi siya nagalit nung she was asked to take an oath of office. She just argued and said, I'm not a witness, I'm a resource person. Hindi siya nag-oath. And then, but she was taking it calmly. Nagwala siya nung dinala sa detention si Yusek Lopez, no? I don't know why. I don't know why she went into a rampage, held a press conference, and even misrepresented herself as a lawyer. Hindi pwede yun, Christian. Hindi ka pwedeng public official. You cannot be an elected public official and have any other occupation, no, as a lawyer. So mali yun. So she held a press conference, hold up there, and threatened. She threatened the president, the first lady, the speaker of the house. Hindi lang threatened. She admitted to having hired an assassin. So, as we speak, there is an assassin going around. And what does she do after that? She says, hindi to joke, totoo to. Now, when she's being investigated sa NBI, her defense is, she didn't threaten, joke lang. Joke lang. I mean, you don't joke about these things.
Then sabi niya, conditional threat.
There is no conditional threat. Look, by way of example, we lawyers say, if it smells like a duck, talks like a duck, quacks like a duck, like a duck, it is a duck. It is not a chicken. Okay? And that's exactly what she did. She threatened, and now she's saying conditional threat. Even if it is a conditional threat, no? What is admitted fact is she has already hired. She has already hired an assassin, and it's it's even scary na she knows assassins. She knows who are assassins for hire, and she has already hired an assassin. Okay?
At pumayag na raw, di ba?
At pumayag na. So, yun ang Article 1. No? So, klarong-klaro, it is a threat. It is also inciting to sedition.
Okay.
Di ba klaro
Attorney,
yung
before we move to the other articles, no? So dito po, yun ang sa mga viewers natin. Article 1, basically, ito yung pananakot na ginawa ni Vice President against the President, First Lady, and the House Speaker. So dito pa lang, malakas ba? Gano'ng kalakas yung kaso ng House Prosecution Team? Kasi ang claim ni Sara, confident yung mga lawyers na mananalo sila.
I don't know. Kasi nasa Article 1, no? Huwag na natin pag-usapan yung mga ibang articles. Sa Article 1 mismo, personal opinion, is pwede na siyang ma-impeach just on the basis of Article 1. So I don't know. Just on Article 1. Alam naman natin merong president yan, ano? Ibig sabihin, may a sitting president there. Then, no? I think it was President, the sitting Chief Justice then. There were several articles of impeachment against him, but they narrowed it down to one, and he got impeached just on one article, yung failure to state, properly state
bank deposits,
assets and liabilities, statement of bank deposits. So, yung 7 articles na yan, kung gaano ka-confident ang Vice President Sara Duterte, and I think it's misplaced because wala pa siyang pinapakitang evidence at all on any of the 7 articles except for denials. No? Pwede na yan makonvict sa Article 1 lang. No? Sabihin ko lang na there is a difference. No? It is the House that impeaches. As of now, Vice President Sara Duterte has already been impeached by the House.
Yes.
What does that mean? Ibig sabihin, may second stage yan. Ang House,
trial.
Parang pag pinag-usapan natin ang proceedings, no? Ang House parang prosecutors lang yan. They file a case, and it is the Senate which will constitute itself as an impeachment court that will decide on conviction or acquittal. Pero hindi lang conviction or acquittal, no? Kasi dalawa ang prayers sa impeachment complaint. Number 1 is to convict her, and conviction means being removed from her position as Vice President. And there is a second prayer, no, which is permanent disqualification from holding any public office. So magsasabi, magaling si Vice President, magre-resign na lang yan para hindi na ituloy yan, mali. The more important one is she fit for public office? And that is the second prayer. Tanggalin perpetual disqualification from holding a public office.